Whenever your emotion reaches to its peak, it flowers as a bliss, it flowers as a love. When it relates with others, it is love. When it is by itself, it is bliss. Love can open the door to divine. Love can make your whole life into bliss. Love can expand your being. When I say love, I don't mean what you understand as love. I mean something more. What I mean? When I say love, I mean 3 dimensions of love. Different dimensions of love. First thing, love your body. Next thing, love your mind. Third thing, love your being. Jesus says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. He doesn't know none of us love ourselves actually. Actually, none of us love ourselves. First statement, understand, love your body. Do you really love our body? Do we really love our body? Never. We never love our body. Especially the so-called spiritual people, they always try to condemn their body. We always think body only creates all desires, body only pulls us down to the world. It is never truth. It is a total misunderstanding. Body never creates any disturbance in us. Body never does anything wrong to us. Body is natural. Only mind is societal. Whenever we want anything, we do everything. Finally, we blame the body. See, you eat hot chilies and chutney made out of chili. Especially the Andhra people, you should see, just out of chilies they will make chutney and ice will be pouring. But Andhra people, they don't take chutney in one finger. They take only the full hand. But they will be relishing, enjoying. Ice will be pouring. Body will say, no, no, it is enough. I cannot bear anymore. But you don't care for the body. You don't do anything. You don't care for anything. You just, for the sake of your joy, you destroy the body in most of the case. If you just look deeply into your being, you can understand, for the sake of your joy, you destroy the body. So many times your body will tell, whenever you eat to a limit, immediately body will give 2-3 signs. 2-3 signs body will do. Enough, now you stop. First thing, the feeling of heaviness. Or next thing, you will feel naturally, now the body says to stop. But you feel food is so tasty. Your tongue feels the taste. Immediately what you do? Just for the sake of your taste, you go on putting the things inside. I go to many houses when the devotees invite. So people always want me to have some food in their house. Sometimes I do agree. The main problem is, feeding me is a prestige for them, but for me it is a life and death question. For them it is a prestige problem. So what they do? They don't fill only the leaf, they fill the whole table. The whole table will be, for them I am the only Swami. For me, I have 1000 houses. That's what our ashram report says. Last 1 year alone, minimum of 1,200 houses has been visited by me. In last 365 days, last year, 1,200 houses. Feeding me is the prestige for them, but for me it is a life and death question. First they will put everything in the leaf and then they will tell, Swamiji, you should not waste the food. You should not waste the food. That's a very good logic. We should not waste the food. I always tell them, if I waste the food outside, if you waste the food outside, only the food will be wasted. If you waste the food inside, by putting them inside, not only the food, the system also will be wasted. Not only the food, the system also will be wasted. So never eat thinking that food will be wasted. If you throw it outside, it will only the food will be wasted. If you put it inside, not only the food, system also will be wasted. But we never care. For the sake of our joy, we just put anything and close. Same way, till the night 2 o'clock, sitting in front of TV and watching the cricket show. Your eyes will beg you, please give me a little rest. Please give me a little rest. The body will be begging you. But for the sake of your joy, what you do? You exploit the body. Then what will happen? Naturally your body will tell, now it is time, enough. Many times your body begs you, I want a little rest, please leave me. But for the sake of your joy, you don't allow the body to rest. See in how many places, how many times you overdo things for the sake of your joy. You don't love your body, you don't respect your body. Above all, because your attachment about the ideal body, because your idea about the beautiful bodies, you don't feel your body is perfectly alright. Whenever you should understand this own idea totally, whenever you are attached to some actor or actress's bodies, you can be very clear. If you look into your deep consciousness, then you will understand you don't feel happy with your body. You imagine about those bodies, the ideal forms, then what you do? Either you try to shape your body also in the same way, otherwise you stop looking into your body. Most of us cover ourselves from our own eyes. 90% you never look your body totally. You never feel free, you never feel happy, you never feel joyful, you never feel loving with your body. Why? Because your mind wants that kind of body, the ideal bodies. The importance of pornography is nothing but a hatred towards your body. You don't love your body, you hate your body. That is why so much of pornography spreads all over the world. Your attachment to porno is nothing. You don't love your body, so you start loving those bodies. When you start loving those bodies, you don't love your body. It is to be understood very deep way. Your imagination, your expectation, how your body should be, makes you to hate your body. Where is the scale of beauty? Tell me. Where is the scale of beauty? Whom you think as beautiful, the other person thinks as ugly. Whom you think as ugly, the other person thinks as beautiful. Where is the scale of beauty? No scale. No scale. Can you say any scale is there for beauty? Beauty is in the eyes of the man who beholds. Beauty is in the eyes of a beholder. So when you think somebody is beautiful, when your mind imagines somebody as a beautiful body, when your mind expects some form as a beautiful form, you start hating your form. In Japan, in Zen Buddhism, if you see their Buddha statues, it will be with a big belly, shaved head and big face. because they consider that as a beauty. According to them, beauty means a big belly and big face, shaved head. If you see in India, Buddha is like an athlete, he will be sitting like an athlete. A shaped body, a lean but well built body with a hair and a long eyes, sharp nose. What these people think as a beauty. If any of you have been to Calcutta, in Calcutta there is a function called Durga Puja. Once in a year they celebrate. The image of Durga will be made out of clay and it will be worshipped for 5 days. And finally they put it in the Ganga, put it in the river. At least 10,000 images will be done every year. If you go around 1 year seeing all the images, you can understand who is the popular actress in Bengal. If you once go around, then you can understand this year who is holding the market. Because all the faces will be in exactly her face. All faces of Durga will be exactly the replica of her face. Originally, when the idea of Durga Puja is created, it is created to see mother in everybody, to see mother in the women. They say, Ya Devi Sarvabhudeshu Matrurupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. The mantra in Chandi, the mantra in Durga Puja says, O Devi, who resides in every woman as a mother, I bow down to her, I bow down to her, I bow down to her. My salute to her. The puja is started, the idea of the puja is started to see mother in every woman, to see mother even in the wife. But the whole idea is now turned. The wife is seen in the mother. Even in the mother, they have started seeing the romance. It was started for the other purpose. Even in the romance, even in the glamour, you should see the mother. Even in the beauty, you should see the mother. Now it has become the other way. Even the mother wears the face of popular actress. If you go around once, you will see people even talk like this. Did you go to that Durga? Did you see her face? The Durga is not called just as a Durga. Did you go to that Sri Devi Durga? Did you go to that Ash Durga? This is the way, even when they talk, the whole idea turns. Whenever you are attracted to some form, some body, you start hating your body. Your unconsciousness, your being never lives with your body. Whenever you start imagining, dreaming about the actress, you never live with your wife. Your body may be living with her. Your consciousness never feels satisfied with her. The same way, when you too much imagine about some other bodies, the ideal bodies, you start hating your body. Very subtle way, but if you look little deep, then you will be able to understand you don't live inside your body at all. But where is the scale for beauty? Nowhere. Each one is beautiful in its own way. There is no scale for the beauty. No rose looks into the other rose and says, let me become like that rose. No. But we always feel, my body should become like this, like that. We spend all our time trying to make our body just like somebody else's body. But God never creates anything second time. God never duplicates. He only creates. He never duplicates. If you try to make yourself also like somebody else, is it going to look beautiful? No. In Tamil Nadu you can see, if any one movie becomes popular, or if it becomes hit, then the whole youth will turn their haircut according to that movie. In that movie, any fool, if he tears his jeans and dances, you can see all the jeans will be cut with the blade. That becomes style. That becomes fashion. Where is the scale? Nowhere. First, understand your body is enough unto itself. There is no need for any scale to say you are heavy, or you are too lean, you are too short, you are too black. There is no ideology, there is no scale. Accept your body as it is, then you will see a new grace happens to your body. A new beauty happens to your body. A unique beauty which can never be taken away. A unique grace which is totally into itself. I tell you one thing, beauty comes by makeup. Grace comes by accepting the beauty of your own body. So-called beauty comes only by the makeup of inch thick powder and quarter-inch thick lipstick, which can never stand for a long time. One thing, if you use the hair dye, you should never go in the rain, because the face which was white will become black, and the hair which was black will become white. The color will change. That will become white and this will become black. How long a makeup can stand? Not for too long. Not for too long. Even if you do the makeup, you can look beautiful for others' sake. You will never feel comfortable inside your body. Just if you close your eyes and feel inside your being, you can very clearly feel, you feel as if you are living in some other place. You will see continuously the uneasiness and irritation is happening in your body. Continuously the uneasiness and the irritation is happening in your body. Every nerve, every pore is feeling the irritation. If you are really attracted too much to other bodies, I have seen the persons who has got some bodybuilders photographs in their room, they will be the most ugly person and they will never feel comfortable with the body, because continuously their mind imagines about the ideal bodies, ideal forms, ideal makeups. How will you feel joyful or relaxed inside your system? A man continuously who is running behind, who is thinking of some actress, can he be happy with his wife? No. Same way, if you are attracted, even if you are a male, you may be attracted to some male actress body, nothing wrong. But even in that way, you will be continuously thinking of his body. How will you be relaxed in your body? Never. You will never be relaxed. You will never be happy with your own body. The dissatisfaction with your body makes your body more ugly and more disgraceful. When you are totally satisfied with your body, when you relax inside your body, you will see a new grace happens to your body. It may not be beautiful according to somebody else's scale, according to somebody else's idea, but you will see your being is totally relaxed within your system.